my channel, Jamie Fran Colors. I'm Jamie, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'll kind of explain why. So for a couple of reasons. One, I posted a picture on my Instagram a little bit ago of a background I had done in an art journal and said, oh, it's so pretty, I don't want to color, I don't want to draw on top of it. And someone asked if I would show how I did that background. So that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to show how to do that art journal background. But another reason that we're going to be doing this video now, and that maybe some of the upcoming videos on my channel are not going to be coloring or coloring book related, is because I am having a struggle with my right hand, my dominant hand here, that I color with, and it is swollen all in my thumb joint. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it doesn't look awful by itself, but when you compare it to my other hand, and I'm having a hard time like pinching and grabbing and then like rotating my hand like that way, or I can't like just, you know, bend your hand, and I can't. So anyway, so I am babying it a little bit. I have a splint for it coming sometime today, and taking care of it. So I can't do much with a paintbrush or a pencil at the moment, so we're going to do a couple of different kind of things over the next week or so, and then hopefully we'll get right back into like the Glorious Ink, Christian Glorious Ink coloring pages, because I love them and I am wanting to do this. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, like, my hand's been hurting for a few days. I haven't been able to do anything with it, and it's really hard on me. Like, I'd rather lose a foot. Like, I'd rather just have my foot cut off. Like, it's very difficult, and I have cried a lot the last few days not being able to do what I want to do. I have challenging children. I have some stress in my life that's not great, and I use coloring and coloring books and art and stuff as like a coping mechanism and as a relaxing mechanism. And so like I've just felt a lot of stuff the last few days as I've not been able to do what I want to do, and then I've kind of had to come to like, I've got to figure something else out, you know, like I've got to be able to still be in my art room, still enjoy art, still be doing a few things. So that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna mope and cry anymore. We're gonna figure out what I can do, and I'll share it with you. Alright, so my art journal. These are paper packets that I found at Michael's today. They're usually like $20 each, and they were $6 each. So I had to grab a few. I love paper packets. We'll get to that in a minute. So my desk is always dirty. So here is my art journal of the moment. I finished another one not too long ago, so this one doesn't have a lot in it. This is a Strathmore hardbound watercolor, I think a book. Anyways, so yes, so I put a lot of stuff in my art journals, a lot of paper, a lot of gluing, and so I don't start at the beginning of my book. I actually start in the middle. So here's the middle of the book. So this is the first page that I did in here, and this is the kind of background that we're going to do. And then I've also done this one. Beauty is not in the face, beauty is a light in the heart. And this one, Trust the Magic of New Beginnings, because this was the first book page in my book. And then here's the Good Halloween one. I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. Anyways, I like to put quotes. I like to draw faces. No surprise there. I'm learning a lot right now about how to draw faces from Karen Campbell and her YouTube channel, her Awesome Art School, which is an online course that you can take, and her books that you can get on Amazon. I will link her information down below. But I'm loving it. So this is, I actually already filmed this like a week or so ago, even before I hurt my hand, and I lost the footage. So I'm like, well, I'll do it again now that I can't use my hand. So we're gonna do another background. Yay! Okay, so I like to get these paper packets, and the 12 by 12s can be expensive, but you can find them on sale. Like I said, these are normally $20. I got them for $6 each. But I like paper packets because you can use paper from the packet and they all kind of go together. They all correspond together. And like I said, the 12 by 12s can be expensive, so I do like the 6 by 6s, 8 by 8s, you know, 5 by 5s. Look online, you can find some of those. I like those too. What I do look for in paper for my art journal is I can use cardstock, but I'd rather not. Like, I would rather, this is a little bit thick even. Like, I like to have a little bit thinner paper, but I can use thicker paper. Like, it's fine. But, like, this was on sale, so I was buying it. But, a thinner paper is a little bit better. Like, this feels a little bit thinner. Yeah, so cute, cute. I like these paper packets. I try to find stuff that's a little bit thinner than cardstock per se. What is this? Does this say the weight on it? I don't see anywhere on here where it says the weight. My computer's buzzing. I also have some others here I didn't buy today. Let's see. These are Paper Studio ones. This is an all seasons, which is fun because this paper is thinner. It's thinner paper, one-sided, and then it has like holiday stuff. So you have a few Christmas ones, and you have a few fall ones, and you have a few Halloween ones, and back to school, and birthdays, and 4th of July, and summer, and spring. And I think there's Easter. You got Easter and St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day and New Year's. So you have a whole bunch in here, which is so fun because you can pick the season you want and just grab papers from that season, and they all correspond together. They all look great together. This would also be great for card makers, but this was fun. This is the Paper Studio. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's also on sale. And then at the same time I bought that one, I bought this one. Like, I love paper packs. It was also on sale. I think these were 50% off when I bought them, but this is a little bit thicker. It's about the same thickness as the ones I bought today, but they're just beautiful. Pink and mint, gray. They all really go together, really correspond together. So that is fun, and so I like to use paper packs because then I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think, does this paper go with this paper? I don't have to think about it. Alright, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use one of these new paper packs because it's new and I want to use it. So, ooh, I don't know which one to use though. Okay, so for me it's the 30th of October today. This one was really fun because it's like Halloween, but it's pastel colors. It's Peek-a-Boo. I just thought it was so cute because it's not your traditional oranges and blacks. Like, it's pink. So I thought that was way cute. I could use some of these. These are way cute. Okay, we're gonna use this paper pack. All right, so let me open it. If I can grip my paper cutter here. So dumb, you guys. Okay. My brother-in-law is an orthopedic surgeon who specializes in hands, or specialized in hands within his education. So I have talked to him. He doesn't live real close by me, but I've talked to him on the phone. And so anyways, I'm following his suggestions to get better. And then if it doesn't start to feel better, then I will go in and get some steroids for it. But I hate going to the doctors. My computer is buzzing. I don't know why. It's so annoying. Quit buzzing. I mean, really? Do you have to do that right now? Thank you. Okay. So let me pull some papers out of here that we like. Hopefully I don't, ooh, that one's cute. They're all cute, like the day, like the skeleton. Ooh, I love this one. Okay, we're gonna use that one for sure, because I love it. Pink is good because it's just kind of a neutral. Kind of want to build around the pumpkin. Oh, that's so pretty. This is way cute. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else. So cute. I just love that it's like pinks and purples and not oranges. I love orange, but this is really cute, and I kind of want to take it and put it in its entirety on his face. Okay, so I've got lots of pinks. I kind of, does they have a mint paper in here? Let's see if they have kind of, there's a minty color in that background. Some gold, ooh, right here. Okay, this is what I want. Okay. So pretty, I love it so much. It's just so cute. Ooh, do I like that ball paper better? Let's see. I have like, which one do I like better? I kind of like this other one better. Okay, we're gonna take this one instead. All right, so that's the paper we're gonna use. Get that out of the way. Okay. Get my book out of the way for a minute because I don't need it. And I'm sure the lighting is going crazy because I'm moving stuff around from dark to light. Okay, so one thing that I like to do is, I know I'm not going to use all this paper on one page, so I like to kind of cut them. So I like to cut them in half. So I will fold my paper in half. Take like a phone folder or an old credit card and just crease it there. Okay. And so I only need like half of it. So I'll do that with each page. I think I'll do the pumpkins in this direction. Okay. Watch me awkwardly mess with my paper. Okay. All right, and then this one I really want the pumpkins. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep the pumpkins. I'm gonna put the spider for another time. And I'll just stick those pages back in my paper pack. No big deal. Okay, so now we have this lovely paper. And this is the fun part, the part that we just don't care about. We don't want to make it look perfect. We want to make it look torn and kind of messy and stuff. So we're just gonna start tearing our paper, and don't mind my messiness. So we're just gonna tear it. And you can just, okay, so this one, we want the pumpkins. So I'm gonna kind of tear around the pumpkins. I don't know, let's see. Ooh, ouch, okay. I'm really bad at like sitting and doing nothing. It's really hard for me. Okay. Okay, I have pumpkins. They can be messy. No big deal. Okay, so we're getting a nice stack here. Alright, so now we have a nice stack of colored paper here that all coordinate together. I love it. So fun. Okay. So now we're going to open our book. Oh, okay. Find the page we want to work on, which is this one. And I've been leaving like the seam in there, and I want to try, like this one, the seam broke quite a bit. And so I want to try and put some tape in there and just see, I don't know if I'm going to like it because the tape doesn't match. I've got, this is painter's tape. I also have like this paper tape from Jane Davenport, but it never sticks well. Like I've tried using it in other journals and it always peels up. I don't know. So we're gonna try this even though it's the wrong color. You'll probably use, ouch, some duct tape or something. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna stick this in there, right in the seam. We're just gonna try it. Hopefully it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Sore thumb, that's funny. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright, now we're just going to start gluing our pages down, and what we're going to use for that is matte medium. This is a Golden brand. You can get craft brands, like Liquitex brands, just matte medium, whatever. It's fine. And then just use it as a glue. I can't open it. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Alright. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we're going to use this as glue. And we're just going to start gluing pages down. We're not going to think too much about it. And I'm very careful with my glue. Like, I don't want it to get on anything but my papers. I'm totally kidding. I seriously, like, dump it out, smear it around with my fingers. Like, I am very... just don't even think about it. And you want to put like glue underneath the paper and put glue over the top of the paper. So I'll just get us started. This is a very, you're not thinking, like, this is a very fun and organic process. I kind of like to do 3 of each page pattern and just make sure it's spread around, but other than that, like, I'm just grabbing out of the pile and smearing glue around. So, and if I need help like getting a bubble out or anything, I'll use my old credit card that I used as a bone folder to smush anything down. Okay. And then we just keep going. I'm going to pull this one out because we're going to put it on top. Okay, so this washes off your hands, no problems. Just it's just nice and sticky. You don't have to worry about whether your paper is upside down or right side up. Like, it doesn't matter. And it just becomes this very relaxing thing to do. I don't know. But you get to get your hands dirty and get creative and not worry about all the problems of the world because you're just tearing and gluing paper. Come on. There we go. I was hearing a noise and I don't know what it was. Okay, so let's get some more of this paper. Maybe like that. It has been so cold. And it's like, it says October 30th. And we had the coldest day in October that we've had since 1974. So cold this morning. And I know we're not the only place, like there's record-breaking colds. And I have like kind of mixed feelings about it because when we have warm fall, I'm always thinking like, oh, that means February is gonna be horrible. But maybe we'll get the cold out of the way and then February and March will be, you know, nice and more spring-like. But I don't like the cold, so not incredibly happy about it, and I don't know how my kids are going to trick or treat tomorrow if it's that cold. We might have to like do movies instead or something, but figure it out. So, glue, paper. Usually not quite this messy, but my right hand's a little more cooperative than my left, so it's a little bit messier process because my right hand is out of commission a little bit here. Okay. I love these colors. They're just so pretty, and I would never think to use them for fall, but I just love them. Okay, so that's 3 of those 2. Let's get some of these leaves. It's so cute. Should we put this down there? Why I use matte medium and not like Mod Podge is because matte medium has a matte finish, whereas Mod Podge, even if you get the matte Mod Podge, it's still a little bit glossy. It's still a little bit glossy, and I want to be able to like write over this and use pens and paints and stuff over the top of it. And so matte medium is kind of made for that, whereas like Mod Podge is kind of more of a finisher. It gives it a glossy texture. So that's why I don't use it as much. Ooh, this is a nice piece. Let's see. Ooh, I kind of like it. Should we put it across the bottom? Yes. Do that. So that's why I use matte medium and not like Mod Podge. I mean, you could probably use Mod Podge. It just depends on what you want to do with it later. Why is my husband calling? Alright, so I'm just grabbing papers and putting them on here. Sorry, I had to talk to my husband. I don't know. Sometimes sometimes they're needy. Like, you don't have to, you can leave some blank places. You know, I'm just trying to, like, what looks good? What do I think? You know, I kind of want another piece of this pumpkin. Maybe... yeah. You know? And just... whatever feels good. I also kind of leave a little space before the border, or a little border around it, and then I fill it in with paints and stuff. We'll do that, but it just kind of helps so I don't get glue on all my other pages, and I don't get glue on my desk as much. So I just leave a little bit of a border. Okay, now I want to take this piece that I love so much and put it down in the corner of this page. Maybe I need like, do I need like a little strip of pink up there, or another little bit of pink down here? Do I need it, or do I just want to let it go? That's kind of nice. We'll stick it up there. Okay. This is a rather large piece of paper. We're going to need some glue. Let's see here. I also kind of want to bring some more up there. It's not sticking very well. Okay. Okay, now we're just gonna let this sit and dry, and then we'll add some colors. So I'm gonna wash my hand, wash my hands, and I will be right back to pull some color. All right. Okay. All right, well this looks pretty good. I like it. It's interesting to see what that paint does. What is that? That's like folk art glitter acrylic paint. I don't know. So that was kind of interesting. Okay. I'm gonna let this all dry. I'm gonna dry that paint a little bit. Okay, and now for like the finishing touch, I guess. Like if we look at this and then we kind of look at, it's kind of been pushed into the background, right? Like I give like this kind of this creamy texture in the middle, which is where I draw my, whatever I'm gonna draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take gesso. This is the Liquitex Professional. I like the Professional. I do not like the Liquitex Basic gesso. It's like gritty and I don't like it. So I use the Professional, but you can get gesso from all over the place. So that's what I'm gonna use. And if I can open it with my left hand. Okay, there we go. I'm going to kind of drizzle a little bit in the middle. I kind of want to keep these pumpkins out of it if I can. I'm going to drizzle that, and then I'm going to take my old crusty credit card and I'm going to scrape this in. And it's going to give it kind of a milky look, kind of push some of that stuff into the background, but still let it come through as well. And I'm going to try to put quite a bit of this down this middle tape. Yeah, that looks better already with that tape. And it just, you still see everything underneath, but it just pushes it to the background a little bit, which is what we want, because I'm going to draw on this and put some sort of focal point. And then when I do draw on it, which I won't be today because I can't hold a pencil, I'll use those same colors that are in the background in my picture, and I'll show you an example of what I mean. Just a minute. So I'm kind of pulling that down, but kind of trying to keep the pumpkins out of it a little bit. But just that gesso, it just blends everything together. I think it's so nice. We're going to put a little more where we can cover that tape up a little bit. I'm actually going to just dip it in there, and I'm going to take my finger because I can get my finger down in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so much better already. Okay. Okay. So there is our background. And I'll show you some of my others so you can see what I mean. Alright, I love how I kept those pumpkins sticking out. I think they're so pretty. It'll be fun to have maybe like a girl like looking at them or something. I don't know. It'll be pretty. Love it. Okay, I'm using that baby wipe to wipe off my fingers. So when I go to paint on this or draw, the gesso helps kind of give it a nice grit to, and like somewhere where I can see what I'm drawing. My pencil marks will show up on it. It's just nice. And then when I paint in my character, I'm going to use the colors from the background to help bring it together. So like in this picture, I use the same pink color like in the background. It's back there and you can't see it very much because of the gesso, but it helps all of it like blend together and looks like it belongs. Same with this one, like I made her hair the same color as some of the background elements, and the pinks in her cheeks and the grays in her eyes. They're all in there in the background. And even with my hat here, we have that bits of purple and black around the edges and in the picture so that it all blends together. And so I'll do the same thing with this piece when I draw and paint on it. So that is that for a background. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too different and out of the box and weird, and it wasn't too painful to watch me like smear glue around with my fingers. But it's just nice and relaxing, and it gives me an opportunity to art without having to hold a pencil and be in pain, but still feel the satisfaction and relaxation that I get from arting. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a good weekend, that you find time to relax and enjoy yourselves and de-stress a little bit. And I will see you guys next time with some other strange project, or maybe the gouache review. And yeah, I hope you come back for that. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!